Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatiravanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunjabihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva. Jaya Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Jaya Radha Madhav. Jaya Nrisimhadev, Jaya Nrisimhadev, Nrisimhadev, Jaya Prahlada Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Śrīla Prabhupada. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacacharya Ashtotara Shatashi Srimad Vedanti Goswami Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajacacharya Ashtotara Shatashi Srimad Vedanti Goswami Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Om Prem Se Kaho, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivasa, Adigora, Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha, Madhava, Gopi Gopinath, Radha Kunda, Shyama Kunda, Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavana Madhura Dhamma Ki Jai. Mayapura Navadvipa Dhamma Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Yamuna Maya Ki Jai. Tulsi Maharani, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Nitai, 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 Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Shri Guru Guranga, Jai Shri Shri Guru Guranga, Jai Shiva Gurudev, Jai Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet. Nashta Prayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatsyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Om Agyanam Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaham. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Hena Bhutale. Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam. Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shah. Shri Rupa Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Sham. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate. Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Kari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we continue reading and discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. Although today is the appearance day of dear Gadadhar Pandit, one of our inspirational personalities in devotional service, but still we have regular class. And it's here on the board, 3:25:19. And the chapter is entitled The Glories of Devotional Service, and this is an explanation of Kapila Dev to his mother Devahuti. Na yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yogināṁ brahma-siddhaye na yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye na yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye. Yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye na yujyamānayā bhaktyā akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye na yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye. Yujyamānayā bhaktyā bhagavati akhilātmani sadṛśo asti śivaḥ panthā yoginām brahma-siddhaye. Nam. Note. Yujyamānayā, being performed. Bhaktyā, devotional service. Bhagavati, towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Akhilātmani, the Supersoul. Sadṛśaḥ, like. Asti, there is. śivaḥ, auspicious. Panthāḥ, path. Yoginām, of the yogis. Brahma-siddhaye. For perfection in self-realization. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Perfection in self-realization cannot be attained by any kind of yogi unless he engages in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for that is the only auspicious path. Purport: that knowledge and renunciation are never perfect unless joined by devotional service is explicitly explained here. Na yujyamānayā means without being dovetailed. When there is devotional service, then the question is where to offer that service. Devotional service is to be offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supersoul of everything, for that is the only reliable path of self-realization or Brahman realization. The word Brahma-siddhaye means to understand oneself to be different from matter, to understand oneself to be Brahman. The Vedic words are aham brahmasmi. Brahma-siddhi means that one should know that he is not matter, he is pure soul. There are different kinds of yogis, but every yogi is supposed to engage in self-realization or Brahman realization. It's clearly stated here that unless one is fully engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one cannot have easy approach to the path of Brahma-siddhi. In the beginning of the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that when one engages himself in the devotional service of Vasudeva, spiritual knowledge and renunciation of the material world automatically become manifest. Thus, a devotee does not have to try separately for renunciation or knowledge. Devotional service itself is so powerful that by one's service attitude everything is revealed. It's stated here, śivaḥ panthāḥ. This is the only auspicious path for self-realization. The path of devotional service is the most confidential means for attaining Brahman realization. That perfection in Brahman realization is attained through the auspicious path of devotional service, indicates that the so-called Brahman realization or a realization of the Brahma-jyoti effulgence is not Brahma-siddhi or perfection of yoga. Beyond that Brahma-jyoti, there is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the Upanishads, a devotee prays to the Lord to kindly put aside the effulgence, Brahma-jyoti, so the devotee may see within the Brahma-jyoti the actual, eternal form of the Lord. Unless one attains a realization of the transcendental form of the Lord, there is no question of bhakti. Bhakti necessitates the existence of the recipient of devotional service and the devotee who renders devotional service. Brahma-siddhi, through devotional service, is a realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The understanding of the effulgent rays of the body of the Supreme Godhead is not the perfect stage of Brahma-siddhi or Brahman realization, nor is the realization of the Paramatma feature of the Supreme Person perfect. For Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is akhilātmani. He is the Supersoul. One who realizes the Supreme Personality realizes the other features, namely the Paramatma feature and the Brahman feature, and the total realization is Brahma-siddhi. Once more, the translation. Perfection in self-realization cannot be attained by any kind of yogi unless he engages in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for that is the only auspicious path. So here, Kapila Deva explains the super excellent qualities of bhakti. Only by bhakti we can get the knowledge of the Lord and can get the relationship with the Lord, the Supreme Lord, the personality of the Godhead, only by bhakti. Bhakti mama bhijanati, yavam yashasmi tattvataha. So my tattva, or realization of me as I am, can be gotten only by bhakti. There is no other way of getting into this relationship with the Lord, and this is the perfection of life. So here it's stated that all the Shiva, or all the auspiciousness of all other panthas, or paths of yogic perfection. There are 4 paths leading to perfection, we know that: karma, jnana, yoga, and bhakti. And all of them, they are rooted in bhakti. If bhakti is not there, there cannot be any progress on this path. There cannot be perfection gotten by this path. Neither it's Shiva, neither it's auspicious. So these 2 things make bhakti the criteria of any progress on any other path to perfection. That's yogic path. There could be different yoga system, but bhakti should be there, at least 1 drop of bhakti, so that the people on this path get to brahma-siddhi. And even those brahma-siddhas, or perfectional stage of these different paths, they're not complete without giving ourselves in bhakti into the Supreme Person, the personality of Godhead. Only this is considered to be the highest stage, the highest limit of our understanding, our bhakti. And here it's also, what is this Shiva? It's interesting how the yogic perfection could be not Shiva, could be not auspicious, but they can be, actually. Why? Because they meant to make us free from the material entanglement. But when there is no bhakti there, whatever is given there as the means to get to perfection brings only karma. Without bhakti, it becomes another activity which brings us the result of it, either auspicious or inauspicious from material perspective. And this is Shiva. Bhakti means everything auspicious, no karma on other paths when we get to the perfection in all the activities, if a little bit of bhakti is present there. And it is said here, not just Shiva, the absence of karma or the reaction, but Shiva also getting love of Godhead gradually by bhakti, if bhakti is performed. Although it may be performed not fully, not directly, but still it's there. And it's described also that different paths of bhakti here, Prabhupada mentions, they have knowledge and renunciation as the main means to get to perfection. But this knowledge and renunciation, they're just byproduct of bhakti. They're not independent. They don't just fly on us and just sit on our shoulders as a result of our understanding. It's not like this, only by bhakti. And it's also mentioned, Srila Prabhupada here refers to the verse 1710, Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Jnanayati Yeshu Vairagyam Jnanam Cheda Ahaitukam. For those who engage in pure unalloyed devotional service, for them renunciation and knowledge becomes a right. They get this and they causeless. Jnanayati Yeshu Vairagyam Jnanam Cheda Ahaitukam. There is no cause for this. It's not material knowledge. There are different stages of this knowledge. There is material knowledge, right? We are getting in different colleges, in different institutions, normal knowledge of day-to-day life in the material world. That's called material knowledge. How to be nicely situated in these material activities. That's not perfect knowledge, of course. And the second stage of knowledge, this knowledge which comes from sattva gun. We know that sattva gun is the highest mode of nature, and the 2 features of sattva gun, or two qualities of sattva gun. That's knowledge and happiness, which this knowledge gives. So when you're in sattva gun, you can see properly, very clearly, what's going on. You can know just by seeing what's happening and what is the nature of what's happening. Is it good or bad in material sense for you? It's also known. So deep knowledge, deeper knowledge, just material knowledge is given by sattva gun. It's opening the heart from different coverings of other modes of nature. Therefore, the knowledge is given by sattva gun is much higher than just material knowledge. And the third level is knowledge which comes from bhakti. And it's a perfection already. So and it's akhila-ātmani. It's just revealed in the heart. Like there is wonderful story of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and one of the scholars who came to argue with him about some different aspect of devotional life. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati saw this tendency in him and asked, I'm a little busy now. Can you please go to the kitchen? They need something. Can you please help them in serving the deity? And this man came there, and they gave him menial service of peeling the potatoes there. And in a few days, he was engaged there. And in a few days, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati saw him again. And he saw the transformation already. Being Siddha Mahatma, he saw this opening of the heart in him, and he invited him, can you please come and we can talk now? And this man came, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati asked him, so what are your questions? And he told, I don't have any questions. Because I got all my answers to all my questions just because I was there, like peeling the potato for the Lord. So everything was revealed in the heart to him. He got rid of all his doubts. And it's a great story. So this is a akhila-ātmani, a bhakti level of our knowledge. And the last limit of knowledge, the knowledge which is given only by the mercy of the Lord, not by bhakti, not by regular bhakti, only by the mercy. And what is this last limit of knowledge? This knowledge about our relationship with the Lord, our particular relationship, and the qualities of person with whom we have this loving exchange according to our Swarupa. So that's the last limit of self-realization. And everything that's akhila-ātmani, everything comes from bhakti. And also the point of mercy comes here, because this fourth kind of knowledge and the last stage of knowledge is given only by the Lord. So here in this wonderful description, we have understand where is the place of mercy, how the mercy comes into picture, because this relationship, that's our goal. So we have to come to them. And so wonderful examples are given here, and we can start from Mahaprabhu Leelas, this Atmarama verse. We know when Mahaprabhu came to Puri, seeking for the Lord, seeking the relationship, the highest, actually, he came to experience Radha Bhava. Rasa prema niryasa karite asvadan. He came to taste, he came to relish the highest perfection, the essence. Asvada means essence. Niryasa means essence of prema rasa. And this rasa, that's what is this? It's loving relationship between the Lord and his devotees. The essence of this loving relationship, that's the relationship between Srimati Radharani and the Lord. So he came to relish this one, this internal reason. So when he came to Puri to experience this, he met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, of course, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a greatest academic, let's say, the greatest scholar on the earth at that time. So much so scholarly that even the king of Puri invited him to become a pandit for whole his kingdom, including himself. So he became a prime person there, endowed with all kind of knowledge, but it was impersonal knowledge. And also he was self-realized. He got this Brahman realization. And he wanted to save Lord Chaitanya because Lord Chaitanya was so beautiful, was so young. He wanted to protect his renunciation. He wanted to protect his acceptance of sannyasa. And it was there in the house of a Bhattacharya, where a Bhattacharya suggested to explain Vedanta Sutra to the Lord, and it took 7 days for him. Lord Chaitanya, of course, hearing this rapt attention, but without saying any word, without asking any question, like as if, you know, like not reacting at all at the explanation of Bhattacharya. So at the end of his explanation, after 7 days of his endeavors, because he felt like a guru towards Lord Chaitanya, and he accepted him as a guru. He told him, "You're my guru, so can you please help me to get rid of any material attachment?" And he was obliged to do something in this regard. And he asked Lord Chaitanya, "So you didn't ask anything, you didn't say a word, so what is your intention?" And Lord Chaitanya told, "My dear Lord, the essence of Brahma Sutra or Vedanta Sutra is so clear. It's like a sun in the clear sky, shining. But your explanation is dark cloud, it just eclipses the sun." And nobody told so far to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya things like this, because he was accepted everywhere as the greatest scholar. And this young boy challenged him in this way, although it's very polite challenge. And he told, "So you have another idea of Vedanta Sutra? Can you please share it with me?" And Lord Chaitanya started his explanation. And he explained everything from the perspective of bhakti. And culmination of this discussion, in first place, he asked Bhattacharya, "Can you please explain Atmarama verse to me?" Like, Atmaramas chamunaya nirgrankah appirukramaya kurvantya haitukim bhaktim utham bhuta guna harihi. Even the greatest Muni, even Atmaramas, who takes pleasure in their inner happiness, they're self-satisfied. Even nirgranthas, who don't have any material wealth here, they don't have this ties in this matter, they don't have any material attachment as bounds here in the material world. Still, they come to the devotional service of the Lord. Kurvant achaitukim bhaktim utham bhuta gunoharihi. Such are the super excellent qualities of Krishna. Just by these qualities, they are getting attracted to devotional service to the Lord as a prime activity. And so many examples. And it was discussed in this great dialogue between Sarvabhauma and Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya gave Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on this request of Lord Chaitanya to give the explanation of Atmarama verse. He gave 9 different explanations. And Lord Chaitanya gave his 18 on this verse without even touching the essence of what Bhattacharya gave to him. And it was so wonderful. Although in the verse itself it's mentioned only Munis, only Atmaramas, only Ningranhas, meaning directly that they are self-satisfied, they are Munis. You cannot hear? But still, they attracted to the devotional service of the Lord. And Lord Chaitanya explained in his description that not just direct meaning is there. Everyone is Atmarama. Everyone is Nirgranka. Everyone is Muni. And he explained it so vividly with all the reference to the Shastras. Therefore, Krishna is all attractive, because everyone gets attracted to him and gets to the devotional service. So he explained everything culminated in perfect devotional service, like without any hetu. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam, Jnana Karmadya Anavritam. He just explains this. Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Everything, all our hearts of all living entities are attracted to the devotional service. It is so wonderful explanation, so deep, with such feelings that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya lost his consciousness. He just fell on the ground. And when he came to the consciousness, he was totally transformed. He started crying. He started exclaiming, Krishna, Krishna, where is my Krishna? So he was totally in absorption. So prema came just because of this wonderful explanation of Lord Chaitanya. And that was it. The greatest scholar, a Brahman realized person, he got attracted just because of hearing from Lord Chaitanya about these wonderful qualities of the Lord. And this is what is stated here in this verse. So bhakti is the cause of everything. Bhakti is the cause of our relationship with the Lord. And Lord Chaitanya was so pleased with Bhattacharya that next day he came with Mahaprasadam. It was morning. It was early morning, even before sunrise. He came there and Bhattacharya woke up and Lord Chaitanya could not taste it. And Lord Chaitanya, he offered, Bhattacharya offered to Lord Chaitanya sitting place, and Lord Chaitanya gifted this Mahaprasad to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. We can actually meditate on this, because all of us, we went to Puri, we saw this area where they were conversing. This is a sitting place of Lord Chaitanya, this is a place of Bhattacharya. Bhattacharya is there, Lord Chaitanya is there, and he gave him Mahaprasad. And what happened with all this smarta inclination of Bhattacharya to follow perfectly rules and regulation of whatever, it just disappeared, because Mahaprasad is so much higher as a stage, as the anga of devotional service to honor Mahaprasad is. Perfect anga, and without even washing his mouth, without even brushing his teeth, without taking any bath, without even washing his hand, he just took and take immediately. I took this Mahaprasad and accepted it immediately. And Lord Chaitanya was so pleased. Now I ascended into the spiritual world. Now all my desires and my mission are fulfilled, because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the greatest Brahmavadi, the greatest dry logician, he accepted the essence of bhakti. He could understand the essence of pure devotional service. And not just this, he immediately, because it was acted as vibhava on him, he started just freely chant the glories of Mahaprasadam from Skanda Purana. And he was so inspired. And Rupa Goswami explained that this kind of pure devotional service comes very rare. Why? Because when Lord gives this purest, the most perfect stage of our life in the relationship with Him, pure devotional service, it conquers Him. He becomes subordinate to this person. Therefore, Krishna is very choosy whom to give and not to give. He is very choosy, but it's not like this in the case of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and it's also wonderful reality of our devotional service. In the case of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Premamata Nityananda Kripa Avatara, Uttama Adama Kichku Nakara Vichara. So Nityananda Prabhu, as a bestower of this pure devotional service, totally intoxicated in love, therefore he cannot discriminate who is in front of him, whom to give, not to give. He gives to everyone without any discrimination. And this is our reality. That was the reality of Krishna. That was the reality of his descendants' appearance on the earth in Dvapara Yoga, but now in Kali Yuga it doesn't work, because the Mahaprabhu came to give something which is so valued by him, himself, the purest, the highest type of rasa. And this is Vraja rasa, not Vraja rasa, not just Vraja rasa, but Madhurya Vraja rasa, not just Madhurya, but Vraja rasa, but in the separation with the Lord, the highest one. So it can be given because it's so high, it's so precious, nobody can give the price. Therefore, it should be given without any price. So now we are under this poor shower of this mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And here we can come, also there are different examples. That's just transformation of consciousness of Bhattacharya, who was a great scholar, as we said, and also great Brahmavadi, but still so many other explanations are there. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned 4 Kumaras. Again, this Utha Bhuta Guna Harihi, by wonderful qualities, the pure-hearted devotees who are already on the Brahma realization platform, they get attracted to the Lord. So much so, they didn't merge in the Brahman. They didn't want. There are different gradations of this Brahmavadis. They didn't want. They want to use this Brahma Jyoti effulgence as a means to get to Vaikuntha. And they went there. They could travel all over the universe, seas even, and went there hoping to get darshan of Narayana. And we remember how they were attracted by the aroma of the tulsis. But it was not just aroma of the tulsi. It was combined aromas of bhakti, bhakta, and bhagavan. And we will explain now. Before this tulsi were placed on his feet, Lakshmi very carefully, with great love, washed this tulsi in her garden. And then when Narayana came, he, with all her utmost love, she offered these tulsi leaves on the lotus feet of the Lord. And Narayana was so pleased because it said in the Shastra, the greatest offering is 1 tulsi leaf. It's the greatest. Without tulsi, the Lord doesn't accept anything. But even out of all these offerings, the tulsi leaf is the greatest. Why? Because the Lord treats the tulsi as a topmost devotee, actually. She is a bhakti shakti herself. And the Lord gave this wonderful promise to tulsi, I will always be with you. So where tulsi is, the Lord will be by her side. Without tulsi, the Lord is not in this place. This is kind of rule. It was the blessings to Tulsi Devi. And here, the tulsi herself is so fragrant, especially morning time. Srila Prabhupada mentioned a few places, not like this during the day, but morning time, when we offer it to the Lord for the first time, she became so fragrant, usually. And endowed with devotion of Lakshmi, because it was added to her fragrance, the fragrance of love of Lakshmi, who offered it to the tulsi. It became so much more fragrant even, because of the, it was the love of Lakshmi with which she offered this to Narayana. And then Narayana accepted this combined offering by Tulsi herself and by Lakshmi, who offers this Tulsi with such love, with such bhakti towards his devotees, that this exchange made him totally lost in his feelings. And for first time in Srimad Bhagavatam, we saw that Narayana kisses Lakshmi. As a result of this offering, like as an exchange with her, he kisses her. It's nobody, it's nowhere. We don't see this in Shastra, but he was so pleased with her. And then, with this tulsi on his feet, he went to the place of commotion where all these things were going on when Vijaya didn't allow Kumaras to enter. So he came there, and this wonderful aroma, combined aroma of the devotion of Tulsi, devotion of Lakshmiji, and the acceptance of this wonderful offering both this great devotee was shown there as the aroma of tulsi. They were so attracted with this, they immediately became ecstatic. Just by this aroma, they got this aroma and they became ecstatic. The same was with Shukadeva Goswami. Just by recitation of Bhagavatam, although 12 years he was in the womb of his mother, he was torturing his mother. He had been tortured for 12 years. He didn't want, he refused to come out. He didn't want to spoil his life with any attachment to this material world. And finally, this greatest Brahmavadi came out and was so much attracted. He left home and was attracted. Srila Vyasadeva knew how to attract him by wonderful verses of Bhagavatam. And two of them we know. There was third one, probably if you know, you can tell me. But first was a very famous, like describing the wonderful Rupa of the Lord, wonderful form. And this is from the chapter 15. Barhapidam natabaravapu karnayor karnikaram vibram vasa kanakakapisham vajayantim chamalam randram venur adarasudaya purayam gopa vrindaranyam svapadaramanat pravishad gita kirti. It's a wonderful verse. He just heard it. Immediately he was transformed. He wanted to know more about this wonderful Lord, which was described by this wonderful verse. Barhapidam, Krishna, who has a peacock feather in his hair, Natabaravapa, the very form of Natabara. He's the king of all dancers. Why? Because he dances influenced by love. His love and devotee's love. Therefore, this dance of no compare with anything else. It's the highest dance. Not Baravapu. Karnayor Karnikaram, and his wonderful ears decorated with the flowers of Karnikara, blue flowers, and they mean something. When they put like this or put like this, different signs where to meet in different places. Karnayor Karnikaram, Vibram Vasa, bright, a wonderful attire he has. Kanaka Kapisham of the molten gold. They're so beautiful. Yes, that's Krishna's favorite color. Vaijayantin Chamalam, and wonderful garland from the forest flowers are there on his chest. It was wonderful, and Randram Venur, the holes of his flute, Adara Sudha, the field he fills with the nectar of his lotus lips, and Randram Venur, Adara Sudayam, Pura and Gopa Vrindavan. He was followed by all the Gopas of Vrindavan. Vrindaranya, thus he entered in the forest of the Vrindavan, Vrinda Aranya, Svapadaramanat, he entered. Pravisha Gita Kirtin, and the boys were singing his glories. It was so wonderful and meaningful for him, and the pure heart immediately, this whole spiritual world, with the scene, with Krishna there opened. As it was in the case of Shukadeva Goswami. He ran after, he started chasing after these boys who were reciting these verses until he came to the ashram of his father, when the father spoke to him whole Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus he got attracted so many things. Idham bhuta gunoharihi, wonderful qualities of Krishna attracts everyone, all the Atmaramas, and this is a perfection of life. And we have also a few words to say today about Gadadhar Pandit, because he came with very special mission to this world. Like as we mentioned, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained two reasons for Lord Chaitanya to come, internal and external. Premarasa Nidyarsa Karita Swadan, he came internally to relish this bhava of highest rasa of Srimati Radharani. And internally, Ragamarga Bhakti Korite Loke Pracharan. He came to give to this world, who preach in this world, Ragamarga, the highest, because only with Raga, only by a Raga or spontaneous service, we can serve him in the mood of Srimati Radharani as in Vrindavan. Without this, we cannot serve, because the mood of the service there is Raga, spontaneous thought. To all others, he came to give Raga Bhakti. For himself, he reserved these wonderful feelings, Prema, Rasa, Niryasa, the essence of Prema Bhakti, Prema Rasa by Srimati Radharani. And all of his associates, he came with 5 associates. Actually, 2 gives this love of Godhead, which he's supposed to give now, Gauranga, comes with all his associate, close associate, very intimate associate, all of them, they come. It's not like this in the case of even Krishna. But this something which he wants to give, pure love of Godhead in Vraja Rasa, is so high that it takes the participation of all his intimate servants. Without even one of them, he cannot distribute this, because it's collective effort for everyone, whoever in this rasa, already, who got this. And all Panchatattva comes to help him to experience this, either on the external level or on the internal. So some of them, they assist the Lord in his external mission of giving the holy name, and with the holy name, the Vraja Rasa, to everyone to serve in the mood of gopis of Raja. That's Nityananda Prabhu. He just distributor. Lord Chaitanya came to give, and to whom he is giving? To Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda, he is a distributor. He opened here the market of the holy name as the owner of this market. And the same was with Srivas Thakur, the same was with Advaita Acharya. All of them, they participated in external mission. But some of his intimate associates, they participated, they helped Mahaprabhu in his internal things, in his internal reason of coming. Premarasa Niryasa Garita Esvadant to relish this, and it was Gadadhar Pandit, one of the closest associate, together with Swarup Damanand and Ramananda Raya. They were growing this mood of Lord Chaitanya, the mood of Srimati Radharani, Radha Bhava, because he got it. We know who is Gadadhar. He is the same Srimati Radharani. It's according to Gaura Ganadesha Deepika, who came without Bhava of Radha. She sacrificed her Bhava for the sake of happiness of Lord Krishna. If he wants to be happy with my Bhava, I give it to him. Please enjoy. So selfless love. It's the nature of Srimati Radha. Can you imagine? It's her life. It's more than her life. It's her everything. Her Bhava towards Krishna. And this Vama Matya Bhava, this is a manifestation of her love. And this is Mahabhava Swarupa, of course. He is the highest love which is possible to have, is possessed by Srimati Radharani. And it's explained in Pranama mantra of Gadadhar. It's the same Srimati Radharani who came as Mahabhava Swarupini, with the same love, with the same everything, but without this Bhava. And he is the Shkladini Shakti of the Lord, and he is a manifestation of internal energy of the Lord. But what happened if the Bhava is not there of Srimati Radharani? It's given to the Lord Chaitanya, so what is left? It was a very special, another Bhava, kind of a replacement of that one. Okay, I gave my Bhava with the same level of my feelings towards the Lord, but now I am in Bhava of supporting the development of that Bhava. And it's so profound in him, like he came as a teacher. Okay, I gave you that bhava, but how to use it, how to be totally absorbed in this bhava, I will explain. I will grow your bhava so that you can be happy with what you came to experience. And he became a great reciter of Srimad Bhagavatam for Lord Chaitanya, so much so that they were reading only 2 charitas out of all Bhagavatam. It's not even touching the 10th canto, because it's Radharani and Krishna, and they were discussing only 2, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. What is this? Prahlada Charita and Dhruva Charita, yes. These 2, why? Because that's 2 main features of Radha's bhava. He came to experiences. Dhruva gave what? As manifestation of Radha's qualities, of her love, determination. And Prahlad shows absorption. These 2 things he came to experience, to grow in his Radha Bhava. Like determination to what? To meet Krishna by any means. No matter what happened with me. I will even lie in that direction when he is now. If everything else is impossible, I will just lie in that direction. If I can crawl to this, I will crawl. If everything else is impossible for me to achieve the meeting with him. This kind of determination, this is a determination of Radha shown by Dhruva. And this is the quality of Radha's love. Therefore, this determination gotten from Dhruva. And it's a main thing. Another thing is absorption in the thoughts of Krishna, no matter what happening with me. If I am not allowed, if I am allowed to meet Krishna, I am still absorbed in him. Thus, I meet him in the heart. This full absorption is taken from Prahlad Maharaj. And it's another quality of Radha's love. So he was strengthening these 2 qualities, determination and absorption, by reading Srimad Bhagavatam. With all these wonderful qualities of her love, they are there. It was very, very special. With all his Mahabhava, he was reading this to Lord Chaitanya. Of course, it just sprouted in the heart. It strengthened his own mood of Srimati Radharani, which he got from novels and then wonderful Gadadhar Pandit or Srimati Radharani. And we have many, many pastimes, but these pastimes are the foremost. How he was helping Lord Chaitanya to grow in his bhava, to experience fully this mood of Srimati Radharani. And it also shows how much he is selfless, how much he is dedicated to Lord Chaitanya, how much he wants to please, because main thing in all our endeavors, it's a pleasing of the Lord. If by pleasing you, I am bereft of even my nature in bhakti, I am still accepting this because this is for your pleasure. What I get, the mercy, I cannot even describe because of this selfless act. And it's also mentioned by Arjuna, like in 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna, it doesn't sound logic, like all these great, great scholars, great, great yogis, they take many births, they put so much endeavor in their renunciation and cultivation of their knowledge just to get into Brahman. But you don't give like this. You don't give this access to them, although they put such austerities, they put so much endeavor in this. But to your bhakta, who is very simple and has only little knowledge and is not even renounced, you give the access to hold your eternal abode. Where is the logic? What is logic here? And Krishna says, the logic is that this is beyond logic. That's by my mercy. And my mercy has an inconceivable potency in it. So this mercy, and then Krishna explains the 3 things which inspire him to give this mercy to his devotee. Would you like to hear after this explanation? In all your activity, just depend on me. Not like jnanis, not like yogis who strive themselves to their purpose, to Brahma-siddhi. Not like this. Depend on me. That's the first. And the second one, always rely on my protection. In any of your work, rely. Rakshishati vishvaso. That's one of the symptoms of surrender, right? On my protection, not anyone else. Don't seek any other protection, just my. The second. And the third, always think of me. That's the third one. In all your circumstances, just be aware of me. These 3 make me subordinate to you. That's the greatest mercy of Krishna. I will give, for these 3 things, I will give myself to you. This is a mercy. Thank you so much. And I don't think we have any questions, but probably brief ones. Or if you want to share or have any comments, I will be happy. Thank you so much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gadadhar Pandit ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Ribo. Shila Gurudeva ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda.